2 days after I was hired, they go, hey, go interview somebody. I go, where? He goes, Singapore. I'm like, huh?
Then I went to it, and actually my casting was very anti-casting. I went up to like a camera.
Yeah.
You had to turn it on yourself. You press the button.
He's still trailblazing. You got your new online show.
That's kind of like something we want to do like for fun.
the
Hits 4.
the
Hits 5.
No!
the. Welcome to the Taipei Tonight Show. I am your host, Dennis Nia, coming to you right here from the Taipei 101 building. Now, on the show, we like to introduce to you some of the hottest and some of the bright, upcoming young artists right here on the stage. But from time to time, we are lucky enough to introduce to you some of the pioneers that may have paved the way. And today, we're going to do just that. Now, in the 90s, there was a huge boom in the entertainment industry here in Taiwan. Now, on this island, a lot of the TV stations became privatized, cable was introduced, so all of a sudden, great number of talents from all around the world came here and did their magic. Now, today we have two very special guests for you. Came here back in the 90s, did their magic in film, cinema, TV, music, you name it, they've done it. It is my great honor to introduce to you today's special guest, my good friends, Mr. David Wu and Alex New.
Long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're really here. Welcome.
Welcome to our show.
What's he doing here?
Have a sit down, guys. Oh, man.
Have a sit down.
to see you, buddy.
Oh, it's so great. Thank you. Thank you for coming on our show.
No, thank you
problem.
for finally actually thinking of us.
Yeah. How many seasons have you had the show?
I heard
You
it's
finally
3. I heard it's 3. Huh?
3 seasons in.
It took
he finally
3
called
seasons.
us.
Took 3 seasons.
Let's say 12 a season. It's been like a half year
You,
before he called us.
you guys work it out. I'll be right back.
Can you actually do us a favor? Don't come back. No, it's kidding.
Man, these are the guys that started everything. They started the whole trend of how the visual media, TV media, exploded in Taiwan, and then you guys were right there on the tip of the wave.
Scary, huh?
Well, he did. He's a little bit older.
No, you're not far behind, bro.
Right, so
It was
yeah.
an exciting time.
So David and Alex, you guys all came back. I mean, you're the OG. David Wu is the original of all the.
When
all
you
the-
think of VJs, you think of bilingual hosts, you think of David.
he's the guy,
Yeah,
right?
he's the guy.
Back in those days, Taiwan was booming. A lot of Western culture coming in.
Yeah.
A lot of need to receive a lot of these things.
Yeah.
The talents that would come in. I mean, because you guys were at that place at that time, some of the celebrities that you guys encountered with was legendary too. I mean, for you, I mean, who some of the big names that you started with.
How far back do you want to go, Dennis?
No, I
you know,
don't.
I mean,
Well,
you want to talk about like the history of these kind of stuff going up.
Charlie Chaplin, Fred Astaire, Sammy Davis Jr.
Gene Kelly.
We're talking about like literally legends at those times, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
There's Bryan Adams.
Wow.
Some are still
right in
alive,
the
actually,
90s.
you know?
Well, you don't know. I mean, they're still amazing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who are some of the guys that you encounter?
Back in the old MTV
Yeah.
Channel V days.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we started in the we'll talk about RJ,
Yeah.
Rock Jock right here, right?
Yeah.
See, Rock Jock kind of came a little bit after the VJ, so to speak, kind of
Right.
became popular in Asia back in 1991, I do believe.
Yeah.
And then my
Early
first
90s.
job, early 90s, literally 1991, so
Yeah.
when actually MTV started in Asia.
Yeah.
And then, and then I kind of got, I guess, got hired on in 1992. And then all of a sudden, like 2 days later, they go, yeah, why don't you go to Singapore and interview somebody? I go, interview who? Yeah, this guy. I go, who? Bryan Adams. You know, everything I do it for you.
I mean, this guy was like this guy was like the superstar of the world, and
He
you're
was
this
huge.
kid.
He's number one. He's
Yeah,
number one.
And
right?
you're a kid that just got your first TV
Literally
gig.
2 days after I was hired, they go, hey, go interview somebody. I go, where? He goes, Singapore. I'm like, huh? I just got on the job like literally on a Wednesday. I had to go on a Friday.
Wow.
You know,
But
I had
those
no
are
idea
the
what I was
exciting
doing.
times, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
hop on a plane,
anything goes.
yeah,
Anything
everything
goes.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah,
goes.
yeah. It was
fun.
booming. It was literally booming everywhere in Asia. And you too.
I came in
right?
'96,
Right.
so I came about maybe 5 years after David. And then at that time, there was the two groups of Channel V VJs and MTV VJs, right?
Yeah.
At the very beginning, it was only MTV.
Yes, and then
until
and then-
'93.
until '93, and then
Oh,
there-
MTV was first.
Yeah.
And then,
And then they had Channel V.
MTV
Yeah.
became Channel
Channel
V.
V.
It became Channel V.
And then how did you guys get into the industry? How were you picked? How were you?
For me, I just went to a VJ casting. A friend of mine took me to a casting, which
In the States or in
Here
Taiwan?
in Taiwan.
Oh, okay.
It was at a college here. It was for Rock TV, and then actually was like, "What's a VJ? Well, I don't want to do this. I want to go home. I wanted to go back to LA." And then she said, "You have to go. They're looking for you." And I'm like, "I don't speak Chinese." They're like, "That's exactly what they want. They want people who speak very broken Chinese but very good English."
Who told you to go?
One of my friends. So then I went to it, and actually my casting was very anti-casting. I went up to like a camera.
Yeah.
You had to turn it on yourself. You press the button and you walk into front, and then you could do whatever you like. You had 3 minutes to do whatever you like. So my 3 minutes, all I said was, "I don't want to be a VJ. I don't want to be here. Why are you picking me?"
You're making this up.
No, this is not, that was the thing.
What?
And then.
That's just the way he is,
Yeah,
even
and I
now. I mean, come on, y'all.
I threw in bad words. It was just a kind of rebel. I don't want to be here. My friend made me come here. I don't want to do
This
this.
sucks.
And here's rolling Dr. Dre in. It was like that. And then I went in at the end of the 3 minutes. I said, "I don't want to do this. Thank you so much for listening to me." And I went and I turned it off. And I actually walked off stage. And then when I was walking off stage, one of the assistants came over, tapped me, and said, "Hey, can we talk to you?" And I'm like, "What do you want?" And they're like, and then the judges. There was a judge panel. I didn't even see them behind the
Wow.
lights. A judge panel came up, and the guy said in English, "Do you know who I am?" And I said, "I don't." And he says, 我叫周华健, Emil Chow.
It was Emil Chow.
It's a
Wow.
very, very famous singer for
Yeah.
rock records.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
one of the
yeah.
And he's like, "We love what you did. We love the acting." And I'm like, "I'm not acting. I don't want to do this." And then there was another producer stood up. He's like, "Do you know who I am?" And I said, "I'm sorry, I don't know who you are." He's like, 我叫李宗盛.
What?
Another
Jonathan
big producer.
Lee.
Yeah, another big producer. And he's like, "We love your
The Godfather
We
of
love
Taiwan
your
pop, yeah.
we love your rebel attitude. We love that you're acting this whole." I'm like, "I'm not acting. I don't want to do this." And it just led to another. And then they said, "Hey, would you want to be a VJ?" And I'm like, "No, I really don't. I want to go home." And then they gave me a contract right there. They handed it to me.
And then you said
And then I
yes.
said, "Is this the pay?"
You guys are paying me to do
And then I
this?
said,
What?
And then I said, let's talk. And then it was supposed to. The contract was for 1 year.
Okay.
Now I'm on my 27th year in Taiwan.
Wow.
So to make a
What
very
an
long story short.
Incredible story.
Yeah,
What
it's
a-
just such a great place.
What a great career, and
Yeah.
it's been incredible. And the journey you took,
Yeah.
it's awesome. But then
Wow.
David, you on the other hand, how did you get started?
Normally we come back like every summer,
Yeah.
like wintertime, whatever,
Yeah.
just kind of hang out. You know, Mom goes, "Hey, I got to go back and make sure you don't forget your Chinese and blah, 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 blah." So, of course, we come back and hang out and do whatever, right? So we'd go out at night, you know, and drink our orange juice and guava juice. Whatever.
And
we didn't
no,
drink at the
you know
time,
what?
okay?
You
Trust
know-
me. Seriously.
He was out every night.
No. That was
Every
afterwards. That was
night.
afterwards.
All
Okay. Back in the days, like it was kind of innocent, right? I just kind of went out and everything. Right, second year in college, didn't know what I was doing. So we went out with some friends to a place on Donghua Beilu, that big dance place with some friends, right? I think my sister was there too. or
Kiss?
whatever, right?
Kiss.
Yeah.
Kiss.
That was the biggest club.
So
Yeah.
basically, I went there, and then basically every year we come back during the summertime, whatever. Somebody, you know, back in the days, on the people on the street goes, "Hey, you want to shoot a commercial?" So somehow, eventually, like one year, I said to myself, if somebody comes up to me again, you know,
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna see what happens, right?
Yeah.
As a joke, right? Sure enough, that year we came back in the summertime, we went to Kiss, whatever, and then somebody goes, "Hey, are you interested in shooting a movie?" We're like, "Yeah, right." Gave us a name card, and then make a long story short, I showed it to my godfather, who are also in the Hong Kong film industry. And they go, "Oh, I've heard of this company. This person actually, you know, is actually
Legit.
legit."
Yeah.
So they helped me, you know, check. Hey, you should go talk to them. And they actually gave me a so-called contract, blah blah blah. Because of that, came back from college, back to Taiwan, shot a movie, started with movies, ended up going back and forth, and after graduation, they go, "Oh, some guy in Hong Kong wants you to shoot a film too." I go, "Sure, let's go to Hong Kong." Do they pay? I go, "Sure, they pay." "How much?" "Okay, not that
Not
much,
bad.
but better than working at, you know, like a market or whatever." And then so I went to Hong Kong and just basically never left.
David, your career is very interesting in another way because you were all over Asia.
Yeah.
You're on the acting side of things. You took it to another level. You played You played Bruce Lee at one point?
Well, it's whatever pays, man. Basically.
But this
honestly,
kid-
we don't know what's going on.
this
Like,
kid
like
that was-
Alex said, we're stuck in the tornado thing, but
You
Jiggy.
play a white dude if you gave
Hey,
him money.
man, I
dude.
gotta pay
Does
the
that
rent.
pay?
I gotta pay the rent.
I'll play Christopher Columbus.
Out of like all the stuff I've done before, honestly, probably 1% is worth watching. Honest to goodness, there's a lot of things. It's a learning process. Back in the days,
but
everything is new.
But this guy,
You
I
know?
mean, you starred. I mean, not only you played the Bruce Lee. In
Probably the worst one ever. I mean, tell the truth.
in the Bruce Lee movie.
I went to his grave in Seattle. Goes, I'm sorry, dude. I apologize. We have that on film too. Just not here.
And then, I mean, you starred next to some of the biggest names in Asia. I mean, you played counterpart to Andy Lau. You played in
Zhang Guorong.
Leslie
Chang.
Chang. All right. Who else? I mean, these are huge.
Gong Li was.
Gong
in it,
Li,
and
yeah,
then,
you played next to her, and you cameoed also for like some amazing work as well. I mean, I remember watching the movie. You were in what, Farewell My Concubine? Or,
Yeah, that's
right?
with Zhang Guorong, Leslie Cheung, and also like
Gong Li, and yeah, I mean,
nice people, by the way. Very friendly, very nice, very
Dave is
professional.
like to be honest, Dave is like a trailblazer for our industry.
Yeah.
Right? For Asian Americans coming back.
I
He
wouldn't
is
cover
kinda like-
all the mistakes.
your hosting and your acting, and I mean, it took you everywhere. And people know you everywhere. Alex, we've seen him in numerous shows and acting, but little do people know. I mean, he was a singer. He was a.
I wouldn't call it singing.
No, don't be
No,
too
no,
much.
no.
He was one of the first. He was one of the first boy bands in Taiwan.
But more so, I can't sing.
What?
I'll be very honest. You've heard me sing. It's horrible.
It's okay.
It's horrible. So
I've had a couple of
terms.
albums and I can't sing either, man.
So,
the company went under, but
opportunity in Taiwan was thrown around, and we had an opportunity to come out with a record and a single. But what the single allowed us to do was the single allowed us to go on shows and promote. Right? Because to get at the very beginning for Sanpian Tusi, which was our boy band at the time.
Is
there's
that
another guy.
you? That's
me
you.
in the yellow.
Oh,
So
that's my goodness.
My friend Jacko is on the left, and the one in the middle is Ricky.
Ricky,
So,
Ricky.
me, Jacko, and Ricky, we had the same agent, and we had the hardest time getting on shows. Nobody wanted us because we didn't have any talent. So we would call, at the time there used to be a show called 超级星期天. Remember 超级星期天?
Yes, Super Sunday.
So Super Sunday, we actually called up Super Sunday ourselves. and
Please,
said-
let us go on.
Yeah, no, we didn't say please. So yes, we did say please. So we said, can we go on the show? And they're like, can you sing? Can you dance? Are you promoting anything? We're like, no, but we were all VJs or disc jockeys, or
Yep.
we were radio station. And they're like, well, we don't really need you. And then we sat there and just kind of brainstormed. And then Jacko had this idea. He's like, look, everybody's promoting a book, promoting a shizenji, photo book or TV show or radio. Or
You have something. Yeah,
You gotta
do
have
something.
So he said, let's come out with an album. And we're like, I don't sing, you don't sing. Who's
So you
gonna
guys did it
sing?
yourselves?
So we got this Japanese guy named Boss to be our
Oh,
producer.
the dancer.
Oh,
To be
yeah.
a
Tokyo
producer.
D.
Uh-huh.
Tokyo D.
Tokyo
and then
D.
we wrote this song, we recorded it, so it's half rap, so I can rap. And then Ricky and Jacko
gosh.
sang a little bit. So it was rock and rap.
Wow.
Before rock and rap became big.
Rap.
So we got this album. No, we got a single. We mastered it ourselves. We came up with the money ourselves. We printed about 1,500 copies and sold it on the street.
Wow.
Then we called up 超级经典 Super Sunday
Look,
and said,
we
hey,
got an
look,
album.
we got an album. They're like, you got an album? We're like, we'll send you the album. So we sent them the album. They're like, what are you doing next Tuesday?
Oh,
so we went on the show.
wow.
And then, at that time, all these talk shows, all these game shows, they just wanted you to come on and play games.
Yeah.
So when we came on, we went all out playing
Yeah.
games. And then when we played games, we would go crazy. And then
Wow.
the ratings were good. So we just kept going on all these shows. And we went on a tour for a year with one song.
Wow.
Just going on those shows.
Only
Man,
one song,
you-
right?
yeah.
Oh,
You
We
guys-
milked it.
But on the sports side, that's
Yeah.
where you really shine.
Yeah,
you're like the
I
go-to guy
I got
for-
kind of lucky because I started doing basketball because that's what I came to do. Actually, I love basketball. So I started hosting Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And then
You were
once
supposed to come back and play ball, weren't you?
yeah. So
Yeah.
so when I started hosting Kobe and Michael Jordan, then it just every sports event
Yeah.
came calling. Then we started doing events for F1, for tennis, for basketball, for baseball, for soccer, and because all these athletes are coming to Asia.
Yeah.
Kobe's coming, LeBron's coming, Rafael Nadal's coming, tennis
You
people
name
like
it, man,
Sharapova, F1 Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
All these guys are coming and we're doing interviews, we're doing events, and that just kind of opened the door
Yeah,
for
so,
everything.
so Alex literally became you were the go-to guy for sports.
Yeah.
NBA to start, and then everything else kind of followed.
And we got lucky, yeah.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
the guy. That's amazing. And then these people that you met.
And you got to meet all these people and play ball with them and hang out. It's pretty cool.
That is amazing. And David, he's still trailblazing. You got your new online show. Yeah, come eat. with
That's
David?
kind of like something we want to do like for fun, kind of with some friends. You know, like a friend of mine is actually like a chiropractor. He goes, hey man, let's do like some kind of a show. He actually is based in Vancouver,
Okay.
back in Canada. Because I was in Seattle. Yeah, I was like kind of taking my family out to Seattle, whatever. He goes, hey, you're in Seattle, come down to Seattle, shoot your stuff, blah blah blah. I'm like, sure, why not? I came to Seattle, and then we just kind of like mucked around, had a decent time, and then. And they go, hey, it got pretty decent ratings, and a lot of people like kind of hitting it, kind of checking it out. I mean, I'm the last person actually to I'm not like him, who can actually work the social media stuff. I am too lazy. I don't even know how to post stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I can only do post-its, but not online.
I'll be your social media manager.
You're pretty good.
Thank you. I need your help, man, big time.
You're pretty good because
know,
David doesn't age. Can you believe that? This guy's
That is
almost,
true.
age, man.
he's almost 70. Look at him. He looks great.
He is. He's almost 70. He's amazing.
So you're 62, right?
He should be the spokesperson for Botox.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I wish
some
I
of the-
was, man.
Some of those new
I
technologies.
wish I was,
Yeah. So what is it called again?
Well, there's a program called Eat with Dave now.
Eat with Dave.
Kind of like we did
Okay.
it for fun.
Yeah.
And then
Have you
and
been on the show?
actually-
Eat with
no.
Dave? It's
he
fun.
was on it. That's right. He was on it.
You literally
Yeah.
just eat with Dave.
Go eat and
with
chat,
Dave.
eat and chat, eat and chat.
Just sit
Something
down
for fun.
and you eat.
It's great to have you guys on the show. We did set up a little game.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
Lord.
we want you guys to come and try out this game with us.
Okay.
And we're becoming hard of hearing, so we
Huh?
need to exactly. I said we're getting to an age where hearing is starting to go, right? So
We're here already.
yeah.
Yes.
So we're gonna try a game today and see if we can guess what other people are saying with problem hearing them. So
Oh, okay.
the game is called What Am I Saying? Let's try it. All right, here we go. What am I saying? All right, we got to prepare for this. Our hearing are going.
Our hearing's
pretty
going.
soon, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be able to read our lips.
Read lips.
Yeah.
Okay.
So put these on.
Just guess
and
what
then,
you're saying.
Yeah, and guess what we're saying.
Oh
Okay.
no.
It's really loud.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? I don't think
Can't
you
hear.
can.
Can't
You're
hear.
ugly.
Okay.
You're ugly.
Okay.
You're
Lips,
ugly.
all right?
Your lips.
Seconds.
60 seconds?
60 seconds
1
on.
minute, 1 minute.
60
1
seconds on the clock. Ready? 1 minute.
Go.
Hit the hay.
F you.
No. One more time.
If.
Hit the hay.
Lift.
What?
Okay.
Hit
Eat.
the hay. Ooh. Hit
It's my far. It's
hay.
what?
Give me that. Give me that.
guys-
All right.
you-
First
are you
word.
English?
First word. Hit.
It's
Hit.
hits.
Hit.
Hits.
The.
Hits for
The.
hits 5.
No.
The.
Can you
Far.
you speak English?
3 words.
Hay.
His.
Hey.
Hey Jude. Hey.
到了，哎，1分钟。
Hey.
Hit.
Hey the hits.
The.
Hey the hits.
All right, you're
This is hard.
Time's up.
Hey.
You're playing dumb.
Time's up.
Wait,
But
wait.
he was close.
Not close enough.
First word
Hey.
was
No.
Hits.
hit. Yeah.
Hit.
And then the third word.
Hit hay.
Yeah. Well,
Hit the hay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gosh.
Yes.
You guys are idiots.
No, you're the idiot. Hit the hay. Who doesn't know hit the hay?
You got hits. You get hay.
I didn't know which word was which one.
Well, figure it out, man. It's your fault. Gosh.
You should give me a GoPro. You look like idiots.
You want to look smart?
Here.
Huh?
try. It's hard because there's 2 guys.
You go last.
You know what?
You go last or you go first? Second.
I'll go next. I'll go
You
next.
try it.
I'll go next.
Yeah,
I'll go
you
next.
speak with an accent.
Okay, is music on? Music on?
Okay.
Can you hear? Can you hear? Okay. All right. 1 minute.
You don't look good.
Yeah.
How many words?
3 words. Under the weather.
How's the weather?
Ooh, not bad. You're a smart boy. Ooh, not bad.
Would you go to school? I'm gonna send my kids over there too.
Hot.
No. First word.
He speaks with an accent too.
Under.
Hot dog.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah, real close.
Under.
Heather.
Yeah, close.
Under.
Hold the
Under.
hot. Held there.
Yeah, see, now you look smart.
Hell.
You look just as smart as
Closer?
I do.
Okay.
Held the.
Second word.
The.
The.
Uh-huh.
First word.
No,
Un-
the third word.
That's the second word.
Yeah, but the third word. You knew the third word.
First or third?
Third
Third word.
Weather.
Weather.
Yes.
Yeah.
So second word, the. Third word, weather, right?
How's the weather?
No. Oh,
No!
close. Now the other
How's the weather?
No.
Under.
Under the weather.
How's the weather?
Under.
Hot is the weather.
No.
Heather is the weather.
You
Close. You're close.
sound like Alex now, man.
Yeah, you're real close.
Under.
Under
Hotter?
the weather. Under.
Under the
You can't-
weather.
Yes.
You can't use your hand.
Under the weather.
You can't use your hand.
The show is only a certain amount of time. We
Ever heard of something called edit?
See how easy it was for me? You know, it's just, I mean, this.
How's the
it's
weather?
all right.
How's the
It's-
weather?
It's really.
It's the weather.
It's okay.
Not
It's
the weather.
Not the.
Under the weather? Never thought of that one. Oh boy.
You do it. All right, David, you do
You
it.
guys all suck.
He's seen all these now.
Suck. Wait,
all right.
who doesn't speak with an accent?
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Are we starting?
Okay.
We're starting?
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay.
All right, timer, 60 seconds on the clock. Here we go.
All right. Bite the bullet.
3 words. 3 words.
Bite the bullet.
Bite the bullet.
Bite the
Bad booty.
Bite the bullet.
Bang your booty.
Oh, close. Bite the bullet.
Bite the bullet.
Butt somebody?
Bite the
Bite
bullet.
the bullet.
Butt is big? No, he said butt is big.
He's got the BB right.
He's got a
BB.
BB. Yeah.
BB right. Bite the bullet.
Bun the booty.
All right.
No.
Okay, first word. Bite.
Bite.
Bunt?
No.
Okay, say it all together.
Bite the bullet. Bite.
Bite your booty. Bite my booty.
What is
That's all
going
it
through his mind?
Bite my
What
booty.
is
Bite
he
your booty.
thinking about?
Is booty right?
You have a dirty mind.
Shut up.
Bite.
What booty?
Bite
what
the
booty?
bullet. There's no booty. There's no booty.
Is booty right? Is
No
booty?
booty.
No booty.
booty.
No, you said booty.
No, we did not say booty. Bullet.
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 Bully.
Bullet.
Bullet.
Bite your bully.
Bullet.
Bite the bullet.
Butt the bully.
Bullet.
Bullet.
Yes. Bite
Bite.
the bullet.
Bite the bullet.
Yes. Yes.
Is it?
Yes. Why
Bite
does
the
everything?
bullet. Why is it
Why is
booty?
everything
I
has to
say you
do
guys
with
have an
booty?
accent.
No.
Bullet and booty.
Nobody
Booty.
said booty.
Booty.
He said booty.
No, we said
Look
bullet.
at your mouth. Look at your mouth. Mouth it again. Bullet. Booty. Bully. Booty. 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 It's booty. Yeah.
Here we go.
Now
So we understand.
Now nobody thinks we speak English.
No.
You cannot speak English. Huh?
You know what, guys? I want to thank you so much for being here today.
Our pleasure.
Thanks for having us, man.
Thanks for having
You know,
us.
the big brother David, my
Dave.
dear good friend Alex. You guys set the road for a lot of people. You set the road
Tested
for
the waters
people like
for a
us.
lot of people, man.
And it's great to see you guys still very active, still out there, trailblazing and then making new waves. To the kids out there, any advice?
You find something that you really love, and then you kind of just figure it out. That's what I tell my kids, right? You kind of figure it out. You have to find where that niche is.
Yeah.
And find out where you become special.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then when you become special and where you do something that's hard to replicate,
Yeah.
and people will find you. I think
Yeah.
that's the fight. Find
Seriously,
it. Find it.
especially nowadays, a lot of kids actually see a lot of social media saying like, I could be a dancer, I could be a singer.
It's hard.
It's not all that easy as it may seem
Yep.
from the outside. If you want to do it, nothing wrong with it, but definitely, first of all, like parents will say, get your education first, get your talent in first, make sure you can have something to offer, and make sure you follow the right way
Yeah.
to do it. Nothing wrong with the show business is great, but do it the right way, and don't forget your education, first of all,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, but you
And
know
then,
what?
yeah.
Don't think too much. I mean,
Have fun.
we're here after all these years, and we don't know anything. We
Yeah.
have no idea what we're doing. We have no idea how we did this.
Those time have passed,
All right,
man.
so we spilled the beans today. We have no idea how we got here, so you can do it too.
If we can do it, you can
Yes.
surely do it.
All right, thank you guys
Thank
for
you
coming.
very much,
Yeah,
man.
thank
Thank you,
you,
thank you, thank you,
thank
thank you, thank you, thank you,
Thank you
thank you.
so much, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.